What if a tree could hold time inside its bark, and when you touch it, the world shows you a small glimpse of the future? Imagine a quiet forest far from any city, where an ancient tree stands like a patient old man, its trunk thick and dark, its roots deep in the earth, and its leaves whispering wind stories. This is the world of little Ava, who lives in a small town by the river where the wind smells of damp earth and the sky is a steady blue. Ava loves to run in the grass, chase butterflies, and listen to her grandmother's tales of the forest. Her grandmother says in those woods the tree that keeps time is the heart of nature. Ava hears the words but thinks they are only stories. She spends her days helping her mother with chores, feeling that the days are long and the night feels even longer. The town's children play in the puddles, and the wind carries their laughter, but Ava dreams of something more, something that feels real and mysterious. One afternoon, while following a trail her grandmother told her about, Ava finds herself at the edge of a clearing. In the middle, a tree stands taller than all others, its bark a rough honey-colored texture. Ava's fingers itch to touch it. She remembers her grandmother's words, "This is the Chrono-Tree." It stores time in the tiny colors that dance within its bark. If you touch it, you might see moments that are not yet. Ava does not know if it is real or just a story. Yet she feels the pull of curiosity. She presses her palm against the bark, feeling the rough wood beneath her skin. For a moment, the world seems still. Then a small flicker of light appears. She sees a garden, bright with flowers, and a woman laughing as she picks fruit. The image fades and is replaced by a flash of a stormy sea, a child's cry, and a gentle hand reaching out to hold him. Ava's heart stutters. She has seen something that feels like the future. The tree's bark is warm, and she feels a quiet peace inside her chest, as if the tree is telling her something. When she runs back to the town, her grandmother is worried. The forest can be strange. "Why do you keep telling me about it?" Ava tells her grandmother about the tree. The old woman smiles and says, "Time is a gift and we must learn to respect it. But sometimes the power of the world can grow too sharp and hurt the people who are meant to keep it safe." She hands Ava a small wooden box. "It is a seed. Take care of it and keep the tree's secret safe." Ava nods, feeling the weight of the secret. She knows she cannot share her discovery with the town, because if the people know, the town will change. If she keeps it secret, she will keep the promise she made to her grandmother. The wind sighs around her, and she thinks maybe this is what the Chrono-Tree wants. Ava's curiosity does not wane. She plans to return to the tree to learn more about its strange gift. The next day, she carries the seed in a backpack and goes back into the forest. She remembers her grandmother's warning and is careful not to leave marks. The forest is thick with trees and tall pine. The sky is a muted gray. Ava hears a rustle. A small deer steps out from behind a bush, its eyes wide. Ava stops and watches the deer. The deer seems to be listening to her. Then she finds the tree again and her skin tingles. She runs to a hollow in its trunk and places a seed inside. She feels the warmth of the wood against her palm and a gentle pulse under her fingertips. The tree seems to respond to her touch. It is as if the tree is a living heart. Ava spends days in the forest, listening to the wind. She learns that the tree stores time in tiny gradients, slow chemical changes that travel through its bark. When someone touches it, their mind receives a burst of a future image. She experiments with small touches, and each time a new scene appears. A child's smile, a rainy day, a firefly's light. The scenes feel like real memories. She realizes that she is not just seeing images, but glimpsing moments that may happen. She feels the images inside her heart and the weight of what she has seen. The Chrono-Tree has a gift but also a burden. One evening while she is on her way back from the tree, a pair of men in black suits with cold eyes appear. They wear bright yellow jackets with the emblem of the ministry, the government body that controls nature. "We've been searching for the Chrono-Tree," one of them says. "It's in your hands. Show us the secret." Show us the secret. Ava's heart leaps. She remembers her grandmother's warning and a promise to keep the tree's secret. The men are not kindly. They pull a small device from their pocket and point it toward the tree. Ava sees a ripple in the bark, a faint shimmer of time. The device is trying to extract the tree's gradient. Ava knows she must stop them. She feels the future glimpses again, a scene of a field of golden wheat, a child holding a bird in his hands. She knows she can use this future image to create a way out. She pulls her backpack and runs through the forest, the men behind her. The ground is wet from rain, her footprints are shallow. She takes the seed and with a burst of speed, she runs through a thicket, then over a stream. The men are close behind, but the forest is dense. Eva reaches a clearing where the tree is hidden by a veil of vines. She pushes the vines aside, the bark glowing faintly. The tree is still alive. She touches it, feeling the warmth and the pulse. A new image flickers. She sees herself standing in front of a field, a child looking up and a bird. She knows she must help the child. She remembers the child she saw in the forest. The birds are a sign. She runs out into the meadow, the sunlight bright, and she hears the wind. The child looks at her. Eva tells the child that the tree holds time and that it must be protected. The child is shy, but he hears the story. He holds Eva's hand. The men catch up to her. The ministry men are there. The child looks at Eva. The child says, "We can stay together and we can guard the tree." Eva and the child join hands. The men are angry. The child speaks up. "We have to keep the tree safe." The men try to push the child. The child runs and the boys shout. Eva feels the tree pulse. The men's device tries to extract time, but the tree resists. The device sparks. Eva remembers her grandmother's words. The tree is a living heart, it will not give itself away. She steps forward and the men's eyes are filled with surprise. The child looks at her, proud. They hold each other and the tree's bark is calm. Eva is exhausted but triumphant. She sits in the clearing, the tree behind her. The men walk away angry, and the government plans to come back later. The tree is safe. Eva's future is not yet fixed. She feels aware of what she knows. She has a small seed that she can use to help people. She wonders if the future she has seen will come true. She thinks of the child she has seen and how the world could change if people use the tree's gift for good. She wonders if the government will come back to take the tree or if they will be forced to respect it. The future is bright. Eva has to decide how to keep the tree safe and use its power. The wind whistles through the forest. She feels a gentle breath in her chest, a promise from the tree to keep it secret and share it only with those who will use it to help others. When she returns home, she holds the seed and the tree's secret close to her heart. She knows the future is uncertain. The child she has seen is not just a child. It is a promise. The tree will give time to those who respect it. The government may come again. Eva wonders about the future. She closes her eyes and hears the tree's pulse. She wonders, what if we could keep time like we keep water? If we keep it in the right hands, it could help heal. But if we do not, it could drown the world. She smiles, knowing she will keep the promise and the secret. She looks at the sky and a single bird flies past, bright and free. The wind whispers, "The future is in your hands." The story ends on that note, leaving the reader with the thought, if we could hold time, would we use it wisely or would we lose ourselves in it? The question stays in the wind and in every heart that listens.
Found this interesting? Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like, share it out, and drop your questions or ideas in the comments. Until our next adventure.